Many Christians oppose abortion because they believe it takes an innocent life. That's a natural conclusion. If a fetus is alive and human, then abortion must be murder. And yes, murder is wrong, but you don't need a Bible verse to know that. Here's the thing, in the abortion debate, both sides already agree murder is wrong. What they disagree on is what counts as a human life, what is valuable. And because of that, Christians often stop the conversation too early. We argue biology, we argue about personhood, and we argue about legal rights. But we forget one of the deepest reasons Christianity has always rejected abortion, the Incarnation. Coming from an evangelical background, the Incarnation was something we talked about in December and then packed away with the Christmas lights. Everything pointed to the cross, and rightly so. But the Incarnation was treated like a prelude, not a mystery with its own weight. Becoming Catholic changed that for me. Catholics don't treat the Incarnation as a seasonal theme. It's the foundation of everything. Salvation isn't something Christ accomplished in a single moment. It's something he merited through his conception, his birth, his life, and his passion. And when you see the Incarnation clearly, you begin to understand why the Church has always defended the unborn. So here's the question: why the Incarnation? Christians have asked this for 2,000 years, and the primary answer is pretty simple. He came to save us from our sins. But the full answer is richer. The Church calls these the motives of the Incarnation, the reasons God chose to become man. One of those motives is this: Christ came to destroy the works of the devil. But how does that connect to abortion? The devil fell because of pride. He refused to serve a God who would exalt human nature above the angels. So when God chose to save the world, he didn't come as an angel. He didn't come as a blazing apparition. He came as man. Not only that, he came as a poor, vulnerable, unborn child. This is the humiliation of Satan and the exaltation of humanity. God doesn't just save human nature, he honors it. Poetically, St. Alphonsus writes about when the Son offers himself for the Incarnation, and the Father warns him, "You will be born in poverty, and you will be despised, you will suffer, and you will die without dignity." And the Son answers again and again, "Here am I, Lord, send me." Christ could have appeared as a fully grown man. He told the Pharisees that he could raise sons of Abraham from the rocks. He could have been born into royalty. He could have chosen comfort, beauty, and honor. Instead, he chose poverty, obscurity, homelessness, exile, and the womb of a humble virgin. Part of the reason was to raise the dignity of every human person, especially those the world often ignores. Christ elevates the poor by becoming poor. He elevates the homeless by having nowhere to lay his head. He elevates the refugee by fleeing to Egypt. He elevates the unborn by becoming unborn. Christianity teaches that the Incarnation happened at conception, not at birth, not at baptism, not at the cross, at conception. From the moment Mary conceived, she was the mother of God. From that moment, the divine and human natures were united in the womb. So here's the question that changes everything. How could I ever despise something that Christ became? If the Son of God thought it was fitting to become a fetus, if he sanctified that stage of human life by entering it, if he united himself to humanity at its most vulnerable moment, then the unborn child is not just innocent life. The unborn child is a place where Christ has been. In Matthew 25, Christ tells his sheep, "When you fed the hungry, you fed me. When you clothed the naked, you clothed me. When you cared for the least of these, you cared for me." This isn't really a metaphor. It's kind of the logic of the Incarnation. When God took on human nature, he bound himself to every stage of human life. He entered the world as the smallest and most hidden of us, so that no one could ever say this life is too small to matter. The unborn child is not outside the reach of Christ's solidarity. It is where his solidarity began. In conclusion, yes, abortion is the taking of a human life, and that's an issue. But for Christians, the argument goes deeper. Our dignity does not come from laws. It does not come from viability. It does not come from wantedness. It comes from the God who became one of us, from the God who became unborn. And because Christ entered the womb can never again be treated as a place where life is disposable.